cut me some slack this morning. on multiple levels too. On multiple levels. Look at this. This thing don't look good. What's up with y'all? How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Did you hear me? I said, how y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. How you feeling is going to determine a lot. I can't even see y'all over here on this side of the spectrum. I can't even see y'all over here on this side of the spectrum. How y'all feel this morning? How that feel? Feel better? I know. At Facebook, y'all don't ever see me like this. I had to move. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood. Y'all come on into the assignment. How you feel? Because how you feeling will determine a lot. Did you hear me? I say how you feel determines a lot about everything. Look at YouTube. YouTube. I know we over here looking kind of, we gonna get it together. I promise y'all, y'all know I'm just vibing out with y'all this morning. Like I've always done. And so I have YouTube, Facebook, and IG simultaneously going. So this is the second or third time that I've ever had the ability to do that. But it's gonna get better, y'all. I promise you it's gonna get better. I got my chair. Y'all see I got my chair. You see I got my chair. I'm sitting all high right now. I ain't on that stool hurting my back. Yeah, so it's a blessing to be here this morning. I ain't squabbling. As grandmama used to say, I ain't gonna squabble. I'm gonna come on into the assignment. There's no reason to squabble. You might as well come on in and gather around the table. I wish I had my music playing on another device. But it's gonna be okay. I got my smart mans on this morning. I should have put that lab jacket on this morning, but I got my smart mans on. Thank y'all for chiming in with me. You know, we had a good session in here yesterday. It was a real good vibe in here yesterday. And so at the same time, I'm just glad to be here with y'all this morning. I'm glad to be believing. I'm glad to be creating. I'm also glad to be becoming. Because there's going to be a time in your life when you're going to have to do all three, man. Did you hear me? I said it's going to become a time in your life when you're going to have to do all three things. You're going to have to believe it first and foremost. First things that you're going to have to do is believe. And then you're going to have to start creating the understanding and the narrative and the ideology. You're going to have to create. And in spite of all of the believing and the creating, you're going to still have to become. Because you're going to have to implement the things that you believe and what you've created. And so you're going to have to implement it into your life. And so this one don't look good, but this is Facebook. Facebook, I see y'all. It's all good and well. I got all three of y'all popping off simultaneously for the very first time. Yeah, well, first or second time. But anyway, I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I know I done missed a lot of individuals. They're like, he's not there today at 9 o'clock, you know. But I've been up all night doing stuff. Have y'all ever had one of them nights where y'all just be up doing stuff? Have you ever had a night when you just be up doing stuff? You know what I mean? You don't wash loads of clothes and the comforters and the blankets and you done did all that, swept the floor and, you know what I'm saying, mop the kitchen and, you know what I'm saying, clean the dishes. And just doing everything that what I'm discovering about this thing called life, that if you don't get it done the day that you said it will go to the next day. It'll back up on you. You know what I'm saying? You need to make your bed. You ain't made your bed in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's not me. But I'm just telling you that at the same time that you still would have the ability to do that. And so I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought provoker. And of course, y'all know I'm on assignment. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. But I'm also your podcast professor. Don't you ever get that twisted. And so at the same time, as I came in this morning and started to maneuver, I know that I got so much to say. And y'all remember yesterday I came on with the interview. I still haven't found that 19 keys um situation yet. I'll find it. At 19, if you ever get an opportunity to see my live, my brother, yeah, I'm proud of you, soldier. Did you hear me? I say I'm proud of you, man. How you know what I'm saying, coming into your own and doing the thing and doing the work. And so you've always, since I've known you, to always do it. And so it's a blessing and something in my spirit. And somebody after I got off yesterday, the young lady said, "Hey, it was something in my spirit to tell you that you got to collab with 19 Keys." And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's my buddy. He just don't know that the boat. Hey, hey, listen, that's my I don't want to call him a woody, but yeah. I think I've grown fond to see people, you know what I'm saying, elevate their conscious levels and matriculate through this thing called life, through life's curriculum. And so it's a beautiful space to be here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker, and I'm on assignment. Y'all know that I don't have no problem with saying that. You know, so maybe I need to light me old Paulo. Y'all see I done got me a fresh batch. Y'all see I got me a fresh batch of Paulo Santo. I know everybody not might not be what is it? Where is it right there? I know everybody might not be, you know what I'm saying, down with the Paulo. You see it on you this Facebook right here. Paulo, you see it IG, YouTube, you see it. But Paulo Santo, as you Google it for yourself, just Google Paulo Santo benefits. Just Google it. Paulo Santo benefits and see if there's some benefits that help you, you know what I'm saying, move to your next vibration. And so it's a pleasure to be here this morning as I try to find this lighter. I say it's a pleasure to be here this morning. I ain't gonna squabble about nothing I got going on because it's just a pleasure and it's a blessing to be here. And so I came in, I've saw and I've conquered anything that would hinder, stagnate, and or prevent me from becoming and believing and creating and being here. You know, that's what I need to do. I just need to be here. Put this up right here. You know, so I just need to be here this morning because we had such a good session in here yesterday that I ain't want to leave y'all hanging for a whole nother day. You know, I ain't want to leave y'all hanging. And so I came on in, right? And I sat down for a second. And I know I don't have a lot of time. And I know I'm running a little behind schedule. You know what I'm saying? The creator of all things said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. And so that's my assignment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know their assignment. You know what I'm saying? I said, the creator of all things on October 15th, 2022 said, open the laptop. And once I opened the laptop, and once I was just obedient with that, just alone about opening the laptop, then he gave me my more assignment. Let me tell you something. When the creator tell you to do something, it's better to do it. It's better to be, obedient. Obedient is better than sacrifice. We all know that. You might as well just go ahead and be obedient. And as he see that you put your best foot forward, or he or she, as the creator see you putting your best foot forward, then your assignment will expand. And so your assignment will go from, what I'm saying, just saying, open the laptop and speaking to the mind of the people, all the way to where I am now. And so now it's 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour, I'm on speaking. And so I don't have a problem with that, y'all. You feel me? I don't have no problem with that. Hey, YouTube, I don't have no problem with that. Facebook, family, and friends, I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? IG, what they do, baby boy, baby girl, yeah, Mr. Hourglass himself on IG. Yes, I don't have a problem with doing what the creator of all things has called me and challenged me and charged me and commanded me to do, right? So I don't have no problems with it. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I had to come in here this morning because I sat down for a second to gather my thoughts And before it's all over said and done, I was just trying to rip and run to get here before the during the 9 o'clock hour, whether it's 9:01 or 9:59, right? You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be 9:59. I didn't, it was 10:11 or 10:10 when I just crunk up all three social media platforms. But anyway, I'm here this morning and I've conquered anything that will hinder, stagnate, or prevent me from becoming. And so I got here. You know what I'm saying? I got here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm running a little behind schedule. And I told y'all, listen, I was just up doing stuff last night. I done went through all kind of social media about this Kendrick Lamar halftime, and they done made memes, and they just doing the most. And at the same time, I'm just enjoying the experience because I see where the creative aspect of art, you know what I'm saying, is what it is. And so I seen this the other day, and I was like, you know, art form is a beautiful thing because when you're creating art, then you know what I'm saying, I can tell you this, if it doesn't require you to question some things, when you're creating your art, did you hear me? I say art is when the fact that when you're creating your art, right? When you're creating art, when you're in art form, it requires you to to think outside the box. And that's what I believe that Kendrick Lamar did. He actually thought outside the box and brought all this into fruition through the understanding and the consciousness of by which he wanted to exude it into the atmosphere through his art form, right? And so at the same time, I'm just sitting back and saying, wow, you know, art is a beautiful thing. And maybe this is my art right here. Maybe the speaking to the mind of the people is just art in art form. When I went back and see some of the sessions that I had with y'all, and I'm like, wow, who is that person right there? Sometimes I just say, like, who is that individual right there? Who is that person talking like that? Who is that individual? You know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes when you're creating art and in art form, you step outside of your immediate self and you become, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that the creator of all things desire you to become in order for you to create. You know what I'm saying? Because creative artistry is a level by which sometimes you might not even be able to be in yourself. And I just thought about Van Gogh. Y'all remember Van Gogh? You said we knew psychologically that Van Gogh was kind of crazy, that he had, you know, some mental illnesses, you know what I'm saying, that he had a mental ailment. But Van Gogh made some of the beautiful paintings, probably while he was in his hallucination states, you know what I'm saying, a state of mind. And so artistry and art itself is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But if it don't require you to think outside the box, then it's just an advertisement, man. Did you hear me? I say if art that you creating, that you want to manifest, that you want to exude into the world, if it doesn't require the people that's looking at the art, if it doesn't require you to start thinking outside of the box, if the artistry by which you want to create, is the artistry by which you are creating of this world has to create, right? I'm telling you, if the art form that you create, if it doesn't require the person that's observing it, if it doesn't require the individual that's paying attention to it, right? If it doesn't require them to actually think outside the gate, like, man, then at the same time, it's just a regular old ad. It's a regular old advertisement. And so what Kendrick Lamar did on halftime Super Bowl Sunday was he created an art that caused everybody in the whole world to dissect what he was really trying to say and what he was really trying to exude into the atmosphere. And so at the same time, I say, well, maybe art is this form, and it comes in different niche. Art comes in, you know, he didn't have a stroke brush. He didn't stroke the with the brush, but he did stroke the mind of the people through his art form, through his how he relayed and conveyed his message to the world. And so it's a beautiful space to be right now, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna squabble. Hey, listen, Mama S used to say, I ain't gonna squabble about that. I ain't squabbling. I ain't gonna squabble, y'all. I'm gonna allow it to be exactly what it is. And the way he exuded his art to the world, and the way he exuded his creativeness, and the way he kind of like laid the foundation by which other people had to come and view it and then look at it and then dissect it and then swallow it and regurgitate it and regurgitated it and swallow it back down again. You know what I'm saying? So he knew and he understood his assignment. I need my music right now. Hey, look, man, I gotta get all my stuff on and popping in here because I need my music at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm gonna vibe with y'all without it. But listen, now, I could tell y'all this is that if art doesn't, in any form or any fashion, if it doesn't require you to think outside the box, right? If you the art that you're creating in the world, because we are all artists and we have our own paintbrush and we have our own crayons, we have our own markers, we have our own pencils. It's up, whatever you desire to use in your artistry to make the beautiful painting of understanding come alive. Then at the same time, you are an artist. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, maybe the reason why the creator of all things said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people, because I have to create art. I have to create an artistry that will understand and expand your mind past the belief by which you once believed. I didn't say remove it. I say just expand it. I said to maybe you might have to download additional bandwidth. Maybe you got to go get more gigabytes or more, so maybe you need some more gigabytes in order to expand your mind past where you once were. And all I'm here to do is tell somebody under the sound of my voice is to look at the dynamics of your mind. Ooh, I can stop right there. I need my music right now. I say, look at the dynamics. There's a certain dynamic, right, of your mind that you might have to pay attention to, sir. You're going to have to look at the dynamics of your mind, ma'am. Hey, nephew. Hey, niece. Yeah, you might have to look at the dynamics of your mind. You might have to look at the dynamics. You might have to pay attention to the dynamics of your own thoughts. And I keep telling y'all, come on in and gather around the table. You feel me? I say you might as well come on in and gather around the table of your own thoughts, because it's going to require this up and coming new season of 2025, which is the number 9. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 4 plus 5 is 9. So 2025 and 0 has no value. So 2025 is 9, the number 9. And we already know that it's a divine completion in 9. 9 is the symbolic of a divine completion, right? And so at the same time, by being a divine completion, it also is symbolic of when you exiting one dimension and then you're entering into another. You can't exit and enter anything without both things happening simultaneously. Do you understand that? I need my music right now. Ooh, I say, do you understand that the fact that when you exit one thing, that you're gonna have to enter into another? And I told y'all back in when we were leaving one dimension of 2024, which was the number 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And so 2024 is symbolic of 8, the number 8, right? And so 1 year later, which is 2025, is symbolic of the number 9. Now, 8 is the number of new beginnings. 9 is the number of divine completion. And so it's also symbolic of entering one thing and exiting another. And this entering and exiting is always happening simultaneously. Do you understand that? That you can't not exit your home and turn around and lock the door without entering into the world? You know what I'm saying? And do you understand the fact that when you exit the world and enter into your car, then at the same time, it's an exiting and an entering that's happening simultaneously. You feel me? And so at the same time, this exit and entering thing is always happening. You can't exit one thing without entering into another. And so we did that dimensionally through this new thought, through this new understanding, through this new awareness. We exited the old and we entered into the new. Oh man, I need my music right now. As I said, we exited the old thing, but we entered into another, and we entered into the new thing. And so this morning I had to come by here because the creator of all things told me to tell you to look at the dynamics of your mind. He didn't say tell him to look at the dynamics of the world mind. He could have said look at the dynamics of society's mind. Look at the dynamics of the community's mind. Look at the dynamics of your family's mind. He could have said multiple things, but he didn't tell me to tell y'all. He said, tell him I said to look at the dynamics of your own mind. Ooh-wee. So now it's going to require something, y'all. It's going to require you to do some introspection. Yeah. It ain't always extra outside yourself externally. Sometimes you might have to look at your own thoughts and say, does that resonate with my own thoughts? What I hear right now, does it have a certain spirit of resignation with me? Does it? Because that's going to make a significant difference, y'all. It's going to make a significant difference. And so at the same time, through this whole process that I feel as though the creator of all things is taking me through and requiring of me, I gotta come here and share this with y'all. You feel me? I don't have the ability to just take on what he's asking me to do without coming and sharing. So maybe this is my assignment. Maybe this is the reason why he said open the laptop on October 15th, 2022. It's get October this year, 2025. It will make my 3rd year being here speaking into the mind of the people. So at the same time, I say, well, maybe this is the reason why all of it had to happen the way it did. I said, maybe this is the reason why all of it had to happen the way it did. And so at the same time, I'm sitting here this morning, right? In your presence, just speaking my truth, standing on my dean, understanding my assignment. The same way Kendrick Lamar understood the assignment by which was placed on him. He said, y'all got the right plan, but the wrong man. He said, yeah, y'all got the right guy. You know what I'm saying? What you want is not really what you want. And so he understood his assignment. And so at the same time, just like I understand mine, all Kendricks in the earth at this moment, I ain't seen a I don't want to call it. Hey, look, I ain't seen a Buster Kendrick yet. Hey, yeah, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker. And listen, I ain't seen a Buster Kendrick yet. I haven't met a Kendrick that was a Buster yet. Because at the same time, I believe that your name speaks volumes. And that's my namesake. And so at the same time, before I can identify, before I can understand, I sat back and I didn't even know how the young man looked yesterday before Sunday, and God is in the creator of all things is my witness. If before Sunday, I didn't know how Kendrick Lamar even looked. If he was a pass down the street, I wouldn't even know who he was. And that's my witness. But at the same time, now I did some little research, and he's always been a conscious brother. I heard that his music, he always spoke about conscious understanding and awareness and alertness and being, you know what I'm saying, expanded. You know what I'm saying? His lyrics make you think. And so that's artistry, man. Hey, bro, that's artistry, sir. Auntie, that's artistry. That is art. That is art in its rawest form is when you create art, right? And the artist by which is creating the art make you think outside of yourself when you look at the picture. When you look at the picture, like when you look at the picture, right? You go, hey, look, I'm gonna do this. Oh man, maybe. Hey, look, I pose it. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this right quick, y'all. I gotta show. Well, should I? I'm gonna show y'all the picture, but at the same time, if I don't have the other picture to show, and so the other day, y'all know I'm shifting, right? And the creator of all things is causing me to shift. I'm just letting y'all know that the old person that you once were in 2025, you're going to have to become a new person. You're going to have to shed off all the oldness and the old skin, almost like, I don't like even talking about, what I'm saying, no slitherer. I don't like talking about, I don't even like calling their name, but you might have to shed off all of the old and embrace the new. And so through this whole process of artistry and understanding, then you might have to create the art, right? And so my little art, I did this picture the other day. I wish y'all can see how it posed. I mean, how the original picture looked when I first started drawing this. And so my artistry then really came up, right? But this is a form of therapy. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to include somehow or another in as time progress is to recommend art for people that's going through processes of healing. And then what does your healing look like? Can you use art as a form of therapy and relaxation and understanding and comprehension, and through the expansion of your mind, can you use art to heal? And so y'all know I'm gonna make y'all think outside the box. And so when I had this picture and somebody gave me the picture, right? So they put the picture on the wall, and all of us that was sitting around this table, we had to just draw what we saw. And so this is my artistry. This is my art, and it don't look too bad in comparison to what I saw other people do. But maybe I'm skilled in art, right? And so I'll say maybe I'm going to include in sessions when people come to me, just like some therapists might, or some counselors, or some coaches, you know what I'm saying, might say, all right, journaling might be their form of expression. When you journal, when you take a when you take a when you take a thing and you start to journal your thoughts, that can be a way that you can, say, express yourself. That's a way that you can express yourself through art. And so what I want to do is I'm going to include in my sessions, saying, y'all know I have to ask two things that stood outside the box at this moment. I cannot just let y'all come in and start doing therapy sessions with y'all without asking y'all first and foremost, what is your blood type? I need to know your blood type and your zodiac. If those two things you don't know, I'm going to send you on missions, because I believe that every characteristics in this world every blood type as well as every zodiac sign has a certain characteristic about themselves. Like everybody know that Scorpios is a certain way, or Capricorns is a certain way, or Libras, like myself, is balanced. Like T.I. and I think Cat Williams is Libras. You feel me? And so at the same time, I'm just saying we're gonna have to let all of it encapsulate, encapsulate all of the thought. We're gonna have to understand these thoughts holistically, because all of it is a part of it. You can't deny any part. And he told us that 2 years ago when I first started my podcast, is that all of it is a part of it. Everything is a part of everything else. There's nothing in this world that's separate and stand alone. Everything is connected to something else. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to sit here and tell y'all that you might have to look at the dynamics of your own mind. Ooh-wee. You're going to look at the dynamics of your mind, sir. In order to catapult and propel into a new dimension, you're going to have to create and understand the new thoughts, because I'm telling you, the old thoughts and the old way of thinking might not be the new way that's going to get you to the new dimension, you know what I'm saying, with ease and effortlessly. It might be the changing or the shifting of your thoughts or your mind, or the creativeness of your whole understanding might have to be shifted through creativeness. And so he said, tell my children to look at the dynamics of their mind. Just bring your mind to the table. Like I tell y'all in the morning, come on in and gather around the table. Then you might have to come on in and gather around the table of your own thoughts and understand this holistically. Because at the same time, it's nothing that you might have to understand it individually too. But I'm telling you, one thought is going to be sitting there based on another thought. Yeah. And so at the same time, you're going to have to look at the dynamics of your mind. And then he said, tell him I said to create. Ooh-wee. Here it is. He said, tell him I said to create a new design. We. And so at the same time, in the process, there's a divine design. Did you hear me? I say there is a divine design, sir. There's a divine design that you might have to pay attention to, because the creator of all things has told me to tell y'all this. And so what I'm supposed to do? Not say it. What I'm supposed to do? Come in here and don't say what I believe that he has called me to say? That I'm supposed to say that because I'm supposed to be scared of y'all and not say it? And so right now, in my mind and in my creativeness and in my artistry, I have a stroke. I have a brush in my hand in your thoughts. And I say I want to create a new design. Ooh-wee. Through the thoughts and through the spoken word and through my artistry. The art that I create is, maybe it's verbal art. Maybe it's conscientious art that I'm creating at this moment. I say maybe I create a conscious art form. Maybe these speaking engagements that he told me on October 15th, 2022, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. Maybe this is art form that I'm supposed to do it in. Maybe when I create, maybe when I believe, and maybe when I understand it and comprehend it, and maybe as time progresses, he'll expand on it. I don't know. All I know is October 15th, 2022, he said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people that I had not taken you through all the things that I've taken you through, in and out of prison, in and out of car accidents, broke my right hip in 1993, put me in a body cast for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I had to go through that experience to be here today. And so I'm here to tell you that might have to create a new design in your mind. You're going to have to create it. You're going to have to believe it and understand it and swallow it, hook, line, and sinker, and understand that he is the creator of all things. And so at the same time, you know what I'm saying, he said, tell him I said to look at the dynamics of their mind. Look at the dynamics of your own thoughts and how you think and how you perceive certain things and how you make assessments of the data by which has been given you. And so at the same time, y'all know I had to come in here this morning and just keep it real 100%. Listen, I don't have no reason not to, because at the same time, I'm on my assignment. I said, I have no reason not to say all it is that I have been called and challenged and commanded to say. I have no reason not to say it. Because at the same time, I've been called and charged and challenged and commanded to do so. And so I'm here standing with a new created mind, a divine mind. You're going to have to create your divine mind, sir. Did you hear me? I said there's a divine mind that need your stroke to it. You're going to have to become an artist. Just like how Kendrick Lamar, I said something said if it's in art form and it doesn't require you to think outside the box, if you're looking at Van Gogh, if you looking at a painting, of the Mona Lisa, and if it didn't require you to think outside the box, then I'm telling you what you're looking at is an ad. It's an advertisement. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But I'm telling you, as an artist and as a speaker, right? As a person that has been called to speak into the mind of the people, maybe this is my artistry. Maybe I have to paint a picture in your mind through your thoughts with my words. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I tell people that all the time in therapy. I don't have all the answers, man. Sir, you come in my office, slam the door. Hey, look, listen, I don't have all the answers. I do not. But the answers that I do have, maybe I have stroked your thoughts with my paintbrush of my words and to cause you to understand that the reason why you went through everything that you had to go through was to give you a different perspective of life. I don't know. Let me stop saying I don't know, because I do know. But at the same time, I know that I've been called. I know that I've been challenged and changed through this process. I know that the creator of all things said, open the laptop on October 15th, 2022. I know that much. And I was obedient to do so. I looked over my table at that moment on my desk, and my laptop was flat. It was closed. And he said, open that laptop that I had not taken you through all the things that I brought you out of. I done took you down through so much stuff. I don't even want to start naming all of the things that he had to take me down through life's curriculum and bring me up out of through life's curriculum. All this is the curriculum of life, y'all. Everything that you had to go through, sir. Hey, sir, everything that you had to go through, my brother, everything that you went through was by design. And so he said, tell them I said to look at the dynamics of their mind. Look at the dynamics of your thoughts and understand it holistically. And everything that you went through, all the ups, all the downs, all the trials, all the tribulations, all the ins, all the outs, all the wins, all the losses, all the dreams, all the doubts, all the successes, all the struggles, all that, everything that you went through was by design. And your thumbprint and your fingerprints was the only reason why that no one else went through it the way you did. Because you're the only fingerprint in the earth that can do it your way. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning. Y'all heard me. I said, I'm here this morning. I ain't squabbling about nothing, because I know that everything that I had to endure in this thing called life was by design. The creator of all things designed my life. And maybe I had to go through all the ups, the downs, the trials, and the tribs to get here this morning. On February, what this today is? I don't even know what the day is. Hey, look, man, let me tell you something. All my days have started running into each other. And I didn't even sit down here this morning to say all this. It's something that happens to me. Something starts to bubble up. Something starts to bubble up outside of me when I sit behind this sacred desk to speak into the mind of the people. Something bubbles up in me. I can't even explain it. I ain't even trying to explain it no more. I ain't trying to explain it. I don't have all the answers. All I know is I'm operating in obedience because of the call that's upon my life. That's all I really know. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you, look at the dynamics of your thoughts. And you might have to bring them all to the table of your own conscientiousness, sir. Hey, ma'am, you might have to bring everything to the table of your own conscientiousness and dump it all out on the table. All the good and the bad, the ugly and the sad. You're going to have to take the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the trials, the triumphs, the struggles, the successes, the dreams, the doubts. You're going to have to use all of the vibration, the bravery, the honesty, the discipline, the compassion. You're going to have the courage. You're going to listen. You're going to need all these things because it's life's curriculum. All I'm standing here telling you is to look at life's curriculum holistically. And the only way you can do that is to stand outside of it all. Ooh, I need my music this morning. I got my Palo Santo burner. Just Google it, Palosanto. I burn an incense for the nostrils of the Creator. I burn an incense into the nostrils and to set the tone and the tenor for the environment by which I desire Him to come and sup with us. I'm not here by myself. He just called me to speak into your mind. And at the same time, whatever it takes to do so, sir, I said, whatever it takes to do so, I don't have no other choice in the matter. I'm just going to do what He said do. And at the same time, that ain't going to stop nothing from allowing it to be what it is. And I stand here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. In spite of it all, my assignment is here, and I'm being obedient to my assignment. And so at the same time, I told y'all, He said, tell them I said to look at the dynamics of their thoughts, of their mind, of their conscientiousness. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to understand that you are a spirit being having a humanistic experience, that we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. That's why it's so brief in comparison to eternity. And so at the same time I came, I've saw and I've conquered. I've conquered anything that will hinder, stagnate, and prevent me from coming this morning. I was running a little behind schedule, and it's okay. And my assignment is in the 9 o'clock hour from either 9:01 to 9:59. As long as I'm on talking, I'm good. It was like 10:10 this morning. So I need to find out what the meaning of 10:10 is. When I looked down, it was 10:10. And so at the same time, we're going to create this new divine design through our thoughts, through our curriculum. I mean that everything that we went through in life was designed for this moment. And so at the same time, the same thing what I was telling you about Kendrick Lamar on Halftime Show, he understood his assignment. He understood the assignment. And he knocked the assignment out the ballpark as far as I'm concerned. Because he showed what America is split. That there's two Americas. That there's one America that a person can be a convicted felon and still stand at the helm, depending on the ethnicity of your skin color. At the same time, the person that's on the opposite end of that spectrum can't even vote as a felon. Now, how do we figure that out? It's two worlds. It's two worlds. It's two hemispheres. It's two hemispheres. It's two worlds metaphorically. I ain't talking about physically. I said there's two worlds metaphorically. And so at the same time, one side of the world can stand as a multiple convicted felon, and at the same time still stand in the most highest seat. And then at the same time, a person like myself on the other end of the spectrum that's a convicted felon has to take a back seat and can't even vote. Then been robbed of his voice. But I still have a divine mind. Ooh-wee. I still have created the divine mind. So you go figure it out. How can that be so? And I ain't even squabbling. Mama Essie used to say, don't squabble, baby. Ain't no reason to squabble. You just understand. And the only way you can get a full understanding is to stand outside of it all. High and lifted up. Because if you look at this world on eye level, I'm letting here to let you know that it will overwhelm your spirit. If you look at this world on an eye level, you wouldn't be able to see the forest for the trees. If you look at this world on an eye level, I promise you it's going to cause you depression and anxiety. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, I'm telling you the only position, and you know you can't look at this world as if it's over your right shoulder and you looking at the right corner of your eye, looking like the world is about the pressures of this world and the heaviness of this whole entire understanding will crush you. It'll crush your thoughts, your heart, your walk. It'll crush you if you're looking at out the corner of your eye as if the world is over your right shoulder, about to fall on you at any given time. It'll make you go into a state of panic, a state of depression. You'll go into a whole state of misunderstanding. You'll go into a whole state of mind that you're not supposed to be there. And he says, so tell the mind of the people to stand outside of it all. And so that's what I'm here to do, to tell you you're going to be in this world, but you're going to have to stand outside of the world, right? And then look down in on the world like this. That's our position. We got to look down in on the world. We can't be a part of it now. Then he say something about wearing this world as a loose garment. Ooh-wee. Then he say something about don't take the cares of this world too, too serious. That wear it as a loose garment, because we're going to have to stand outside of this world and then look down in on the world. And then I guarantee you one thing, the position that we're high and lifted up and we're looking down in on the world, I promise you one thing, you'll be able to see all the inadequacies. You'll be able to see all the injustices. You'll be able to see this world for what it really is. When you stand outside of it all and look down in on it. Ooh-wee. Make sure that you're viewing it from an observationist perspective and not an experience. Oh man, where did that come from? He say, make sure, you see that download just came in my spirit? He say, make sure you're looking at this world from an observationist perspective. That you're an observationist. You just observing the world. You just observing all of the things that's happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, you still got to look down out in on it. And just look at the world and see it holistically from a universal perspective. Oh man. That just dropped in my spirit. Did you hear me? I said, you got to look at this world from a universal perspective. Universally, holistically. So at the same time, I know it's going to be difficult. I know that some people don't want to look at it all from that perspective, because then it's going to require you to go back to school like I did when I was working on my bachelor's degree in positive developmental psychology, and I got my degree from FIU. I took a world religion course. And I was like, world religion? I'm like, wait a minute now. World religion, it just, something stuck out. When I was sitting there, had to choose an elective for that particular semester. I had to choose an elective, and world religion popped out at me so bright. I sat down in this world religion class. And I'm like, world religion? Wait a minute. Come on now. Listen, just listen to that. World religion. I sat down in world religion, it kind of freed me a little bit, because I seen that based on the geographical location by which you were born will be what you call your God. What you call the superior being, sir, what you have called the superior being, ma'am, is only based on the geographical location by which you were born. Man, I didn't sit down here to say all this morning. I keep telling y'all something bubble up out me when I sit here. I know I am on assignment. So in world religion at FIU Florida International University, as I was working on my bachelor's degree in psychology. I'm telling you, I took a world religion class and it's freed me because I'm like, wait a minute, if I was a little kid in Tibet, would I be calling him JC? Come on now. Didn't when he said, let there be, didn't the Asian part of the world, the European part of the world came to? Wasn't this all one world at one time before the pallets and the platelets started splitting it apart and separated us like the way it is right now? So I'm telling y'all that world religion freed me because it gave me a different viewpoint based on the world and based on the holistic aspect of the observation. And so now I'm here, standing outside of it all now. Now I have the ability to stand outside of all of it and then look down in on it from the position by which he's given me a different universal perspective. Ooh-wee. And so now I see it holistically in value. Yeah. Based on the geographical location by which you were born will be the God that you, the name of the God, the name that you call God. Whatever the name that you call will be based on the geographical location by which you were born. And so I'm here now, standing outside of it all, paying attention to all the details holistically, honestly within myself, being disciplined enough to understand that all of it is a part of it. Depending on where you were, all of it is a part of it. All of it is a part of it. All of it is a part of something else. All of it. And so I stand here to create a new divine mind, creator of all things. Give us understanding. We give us holistic understanding. Give us holistic value and universal creativeness to stand outside of it all and then look down in on it, all of it, the whole thing, not just the piece by which we stand in. Because if you look at just the piece by which we stand in, then you'd have missed all of the other stuff. It's all of the other values that we're going to have to take a holistic look at and a universal understanding at. We're going to have to look at it holistically and universally in order to get the appropriate understanding. Ooh-wee. And so I need my music right now. I'm here. I gotta go. I can feel my time is winding up here on this session. But I hope I dropped a few nuggets. I hope I dropped a few golden nuggets for you to know on and get a holistic understanding of. Because in order to have the value by which that you're going to have to need and to create and to become this new and to understand and embrace you're going to need additional bandwidth. Ooh-wee. You're going to need additional megahertz. You're going to need additional parts of your hard drive. You're going to have to add more to it in order to get the holistic value by which it's coming. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning, standing on my assignment as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason. I promise you, I would not be here had he not said on October 15th, 2022, to open the laptop. I would not be here right now. So I'm not standing on my own. I'm standing in my assignment. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell you, look at the dynamics of your mind and create a new design. Look at the dynamics of your own mind and create a new design. Because the old design is not going to get us where we need to be in the new dimension. And so I came, I saw, and I've conquered. I've conquered any and everything. Did you hear me? I said I've conquered any and everything that would hinder, stagnate, and or prevent me from becoming. And so at the same time, I'm here this morning. I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought provoker. I'm here for no other reason, sir. Hey, bruh, I'm here for no other reason, nephew. Hey, nephew, I'm here for no other reason, my brother. I promise you I'm not soldier. I have no other hidden objectives but to stand here and let you know you're gonna have to look at the dynamics of your old dynamics of your own thoughts, and then this new universal understanding and holistic conscientiousness will have to become your new divine design mind. Yep, that's what you're gonna have to do. And so I came this morning. I've saw and I've conquered anything that would prevent me from becoming, from prevent me from creating, from prevent me from acknowledging and accepting the holistic universal value of it all. And so I'm here. I need my music right now. Ooh, I need that music popping off right now. I need that chakra. I need that chakra music popping off right now, right along in here. I need that music. But I'm here. Yeah, y'all Google spiritual psychology. Yeah, that keep dropping in my spirit. Spiritual psychology. You can get a degree in spiritual psychology. You can get a degree in that one. I know that for a fact. Go Google it. I think they offer that at FIU. Spiritual psychology. Yeah, it's a whole nother thing that's happening in the earth right now. And it's gonna move and it's gonna shake and it's gonna bake. Did you hear me? It's gonna move, shake, and bake. That's one thing it's gonna do. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment to tell the world, to tell the masses, to tell every individual under the sound of my voice that you're gonna have to look at the dynamics of your mind now and start to create. Maybe you're gonna have to tweak it, but tweaking it is not gonna give you the value by which he's told me to tell you that you might have to create a new divine design in your mind and understand this thing holistically in value, universally in conscientiousness. It's going to have to be a universal conscientiousness that all of it is a part of it. Did you hear me? I say that all of it, my brother, hey sis, auntie, all of it is a part of it. All of it is a part of it. And so I gotta go, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need my music right now. I gotta go. It's gonna always, for me, it's gonna always be legacy over lifestyle. I want legacy. I'm 57 years old. 3 more years from now, I'll be 60. And at the same time, he say, tell him legacy will always supersede lifestyle. We're going to have to make sure you're going to have to do your research and your understanding and get education. And get education will always be over our entertainment. And make sure that you're creating, that your creation is over consumption. Because consuming, y'all being just a consumer. You just want to consume, just be a consumption type person. Just eat up all the groceries. But you're going to have to know how to create. And you're going to have to know how to create this new divine design in your mind. And understand that it's holistic and universal conscientiousness that's coming your way. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Hey, look, peace and blessings to all of the doers. Peace and blessings that people that want to do the work and do the healing and do the inner work, the inside. You're gonna have to go inward, sir. You're gonna have to go inside yourself and dump it all out on the table of your heart. You got to dump all of it. Everything that you thought you once knew, you got to dump it all out. And then go through it and shift through it and then regurgitate it. And once you regurgitate, leave all the stuff that serves you no more. All the things that we once thought we knew and understood, the stuff that don't serve us any longer, we might have to leave them on the table, break it off on the floor. Take all the stuff that's going to get us to this new dimension and this new mindset shifting that has to happen through the shifting, through the mental conscious understanding going to have to shift. You're going to become the divine design. Create your divine design. I gotta go. All right, y'all peace and blessings to y'all, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. Peace and blessings.